I'm William Deresiewicz. I'm the author of Excellent Sheep. I was a professor of English at Yale for 10 years and a graduate instructor at Columbia for 5 years, spent altogether about a quarter century in the Ivy League. And I was the kind of teacher who liked to get to know my students. And over my years as a professor, I came to realize that there was a very serious problem with the kind of education that students were getting at the Ivy League and at other selective schools. I talked to kids who weren't sure what they wanted to do after they graduated, but in a deeply profound way weren't even sure what they were interested in, didn't have a sense of direction, didn't have a sense of purpose. They also tend to be kind of cynical about their education. You know, the purpose of an education is just to get to the next stage. It's just to get the job, get the brass ring. So, at the end of my time in academia a few years ago, I wrote an essay about all of this. I called it The Disadvantages of an Elite Education. And to my surprise, as soon as it was published, it went viral. 100,000 readers within a few months. At this point, over 1 million readers. And it was at that point that I realized, you know, this really needs to be a book. So I talk in the book about what a college education should be for everyone, where you are using the liberal arts, using the humanities, to think through the problems that come to all of us as we think about our lives, as we think about what it means to be human. In other words, don't go to the most prestigious school. Go to the one where you think you can give yourself and get this kind of education, an education that's going to help you leave college, not just with job credentials and job skills, but with the ability to find your own sense of purpose in life, your own direction in life. A recent survey found that 30% of companies were recruiting liberal arts graduates, second only to engineering and computer science at 34%, and far ahead of finance and accounting at 18%. And if you actually ask companies what they're looking for from college graduates, they don't say people who major in business and finance or even economics. They want people who know how to think. And the liberal arts fields are the best fields for teaching you how to think, because the material is the most complicated. They teach you communication skills, they teach you how to think across different disciplines, how to solve problems. This is what corporations are looking for. I wish that colleges and parents and politicians understood this, because instead of assaulting the liberal arts and cutting programs, they would realize that that's exactly what they need to invest in.